As general admission opens up here at Burgers, Beers, and Bateman in Balboa Park, the block is hot. Just like our weather here today, fans, it might be overcast, but it is muggy, it is hot.
It's a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of the X Factors and their Phillips. MJF 3000, they are the Block!
The block is hot, cutting through this crowd. They ought to watch their step, and they ought to watch who they're looking at the right way. Because JF 3000 and the X Factor Xander Phillips are one of the most dominant tag teams in Level Up Pro Wrestling today.
And introducing their opponents.
And the energy is high.
Introducing their opponents. The blessed in the world, Bishop Reverend Thunderbird, and the Thunder Wonder, Rebel Storm. They are the Holy Storm!
Bringing the energy up high, taking nothing away from them. The Rebel Storm and the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird are a formidable tag team in their own right. But I can't think of a more godless people than those that have paid $45 to come to Burgers, Beers, and Bateman. The X Factor, Xander Phillips, and JF 3000 of the block certainly have their work cut out for them. Referee Adrian Medina will as well. And we are off to the races here. Tag team competition at Burgers, Beers, and Bateman. I am Barry Sweeney. With me, at least for now, until I get sick of him, Diego Reyes.
Happy to be here. Happy to announce. Everything else, not so much.
Well, I'm sure some therapy will come, forgive me. In the meantime, here we have the Rebel Storm and the X Factor Xander Phillips in the middle of the ring, exchanging wrist locks. Xander Phillips, one of the most promising newcomers to SoCal Wrestling, coming through. The Rebel Storm exerting his will, not exactly a tag team monogamist. I wonder how the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird feels about that. Certainly a great deal of history between JF 3000 and the Reverend in the Terror Dome tag team competition. The Rebel Storm was teamed with JF 3000, and the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird was teamed with the X Factor Xander Phillips. Short-lived, to say the least. All four of these men have plenty of history. It's not a match that well, we have seen this match before, but it's not a match we have seen in these kind of circumstances. They certainly know each other very, very well. Are willing to lay it all on the line for a victory here this evening. Tag made to the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird, taking his time getting in the ring here. Oh, catching that hard right. Oh, and rocks the X Factor Xander Phillips into the ropes now. Big double hip toss into a double drop kick. Praying lateral press. Not enough for the 3. Folks, we're getting a little light peeking through those clouds here. Luckily, no rain coming down just yet, but rain or shine, we're here to give you great level of pro wrestling, no matter what San Diego Lindbergh Airport has to say about it. Excellent commentary edition from Southwest Airlines. And you know, these folks in line for burgers, beers, hot dogs, what have you, ought to be careful. They don't know who's going to spill out of this ring or what. And if it's the Block, I know they got trouble on their mind. Rebel Storm probably has his slapping hands and you know, making terrible mouth noises and all that fun stuff that he does. Off the ropes now. Ducks those big lines. Tandem jabs from the Holy Storm. Oh, blessing the chest of JF3000. Sliding through into that cannonball senton on the ropes. Absolutely brutal maneuver from the Holy Storm. Clearly in full effect and complete control here this afternoon. If I know the X Factor Xander Phillips, if I know JF3000, they got plenty of tricks up their sleeves. If they don't have tricks, they have brute strength. JF3000 with a big scoop slam. Forcing the Rebel Storm down to a brutal knee. Checking that jaw right there. Reverend, don't patronize these people. Come on. Rebel freeing himself. Oh, but absolutely shoulder checked by JF3000, Mr. Limited Edition. And X Factor Xander Phillips coming to play the best way he knows how. Oh, huge big boot right to the jaw. Into the corner now, Rebel Storm in enemy territory and a great deal of trouble as the X Factor tagged in. Jaw jacking with the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird now. Big forearm shot in the corner. Great deal of action here coming through. Xander Phillips now in full effect on that rope choke, but the Rebel Storm frees himself. Oh, into that shotgun drop kick. Beautiful kip up. And the absolute ego on X Factor Xander Phillips, certainly not unearned. One of the most promising rookies coming out of Level Up Pro Wrestling this evening. Had his singles debut against Bamboo, the luchador. Burnt the house down with that one. And he has been on a tear with JF 3000 on his side ever since. Big vertical suplex with a beautiful float over. He does that just for me, folks. Oh, Rebel Storm up and over the top rope now, spilling to the outside. The Reverend Bishop Thunderbird outside as well. The block is hot and they are running the show here in Balboa Park. Burgers, beers, and bacon. Referee Adrian Medina maintaining law and order here. Reverend Bishop Thunderbird is not the legal man. Making that count now. If this is decided by count out, it would be a disappointing ending indeed, but perhaps one that the Block would like a feather in their cap for. Beating the Holy Storm could shake up the rankings of the tag team in Level Up Pro Wrestling, especially now that we have our inaugural tag team champions, the Shady Boys, with their tag team championship. Plenty of bodies in and out of the ring right now. Adrian Medina maintaining the count here as JF 3000 and Xander Phillips maintain control. We've seen this before. Leg drop, sidewalk slam. I can't see it to the sea of humanity blocking the commentary station from the ring, but I imagine that was an awfully close game. You're awake. That's good. I'm so glad you could join us.
You should be lucky that you're managing to do this because he scares me.
Good. I'm glad he does. I'm also lucky that you're working on one leg. I'm so glad you could work yourself out of doing ring announcing. You sit here in the nice shade, with that nice little cane there. I heard you stole that from an old man at a 7-Eleven. Is that true? Let's go back to the judge. Meanwhile, X Factor Xander Phillips, JF 3000 of the Block, and the Holy Storm in full effect now. Again, this sea of humanity. But Rebel Storm fighting through. He's taken on Titans like JF 3000 plenty of times before, and he shows no fear. Whether that's good for him or not, it remains to be seen. Oh, what a shot from JF 3000. Absolutely leveling the Rebel Storm. We need a frontline correspondent is what we need. We need someone like a GoPro strapped to their head, like one of those like goats they put out like the testing. We need one of those just right up by the ring so we can get a better feed here.
We need that helicopter drone that we use so often.
Yeah, I think it got caught in one of those beautiful trees here in Balboa Park. Perhaps the Parks and Recreation Department shot it down as they were wanting to do. Got sucked up into the turbine of one of those jets overhead. Now on the top rope, I can see that very clearly. JF 3000 sizing up a dangerous maneuver, but oh, a big headbutt from Rebel Storm. Cross body. Adrian Medina administering the count now. Nearly a 10 count there, but here comes the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird. Back elbow. Back breaker. Trials and tribulations. Goodness gracious, JF 3000 nearly taking out the Reverend Bishop Thunderbird now. Big splash. Nearly 3 from what I could tell. Could be worse, folks. Could be raining. Now, folks, we've got a sea of humanity as general admission is opened up here at Burgers, Beers, and Bateman. Sold out program. Rebel Storm fighting to the outside. Off the ropes. Not either man giving way. Both men taking each other out now. Beautiful float over.
I got him.
Once again. That beautiful scorpion kick there from Xander Phillips.
Here are your winners, the Holy Storm!
And the Holy Storm taking it